Good afternoon, Vital Records. How may I direct your call?
Hey, is this Laura?
Yes, speaking.
Hey, Laura, I called you a few days ago about the birth certificate, and I had received
What's your name, sir?
I don't have a name. It's illegal to use a legal name. That was the purpose of the call, to let you know it is a legal fact that it is illegal to use legal names in birth certificates. So, again, to remind you, because your response back to me, it didn't address that fact. So is there anyone in Vital Records that can give me written permission to use the birth certificate?
Not to my knowledge, sir.
And why would that be?
I do not know.
Okay. Well, I'd asked you to put this in front of an attorney. Have you consulted an attorney about this?
No, I need a written request from you that I can forward to an attorney.
Okay. Now, why does it have to be in writing? I'm curious to know. Why can't that be asked of them?
It's not our procedure, sir.
Well, Vital Records creates birth certificates. So why is it such a strange thing to get a simple question asked, which is, if we can use the birth certificate or even request it legally, why can't that be put into writing?
To request a birth certificate, sir, you need to put in an application, and that's considered an application in writing to CDPH, the California Department of Public Health.
That's true, but then a legal name would have to be used, and I can't use legal names because that's illegal. I'm not an attorney.
Well, you can have an attorney submit a request on your behalf.
I've actually spoken to an attorney about this, and he said to me twice, two different ones, they said to me, we cannot deal with you in any way, shape, or form unless you provide us a legal name. And I told them the only people who can use legal names are attorneys because they have legal authority by means of the bar card. Oh, and they also said you need to go talk to Vital Records, and so that's what I'm doing.
All I can tell you, sir, is that you can have an attorney request it on your behalf, but
actually, ma'am, no, that's impossible. And it's not, as I've said, an attorney will absolutely not do that without me providing them a legal name. They only deal in legal things, you see.
And what is the birth certificate for? You need a legal birth certificate?
Well, what I'm trying to find out is if I can, number one, request, and then number two, use the birth certificate legally. I can't do that because I'm not an attorney. Only attorneys can do legal stuff. Does that make sense? I mean,
I understand.
Yeah.
I understand, sir, but the thing is...
That's what the bar card does, Laura. The bar card allows them to do legal things. Without that, we can't do any legal thing. We can't use legal names. We can't use legal documents like birth certificates. So we have to get permission without the bar card. The bar card for an attorney is their permission. It's like a permission slip to do anything legal. And so without that, we, non-bar card holders, have to get written permission from a bar card holder. And it makes perfect sense. It's simple. So that's all I'm asking for. What's amazing to me is that Vital Records nowhere in Vital Records does it state that a birth certificate can be used to get a driver's license, unless I'm missing that part of the site. Is there any place anywhere on California Vital Records that states unequivocally that the birth certificate can be used to acquire a driver's license?
To my knowledge, you may want to check with DMV on that.
Well, DMV doesn't have anything to do with it because they didn't make the birth certificate. The Vital Records owns the birth certificate. All I can get is a certified copy. Correct?
You get a certified copy of the original. That is correct.
Yeah, but I can't get the original, right?
Could I put you on hold for a moment, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
Sir?
Yes, Laura.
This is Laura.
Oh, okay. Well, whoever you are, yes.
So what do you want?
I'm not a sir. just to let you know. I don't use any kind of titles. A sir is actually a title. It's a legal title. I'm not involved in the legal system and because I'm not an attorney.
Okay.
So
What's the purpose of this phone call?
Yeah, I wanted to find out what I'm trying to get here. Number one, I was asking Laura, all we can get birth certificate-wise, we can get a copy, a certified copy of the birth certificate from Vital Records. So that's a copy of the original. Can I get the original birth certificate?
Nope.
Okay, so that makes Vital Records the owner of the birth certificate, correct?
Correct.
Excellent. That birth certificate is also, it has a copyright holder called the Crown Corporation on it. That being the case, I have to get, there's a copyright holder on the birth certificate. Most definitely there is. If Vital Records owns it, that means it's a legal entity that owns it. The legal entity is run by attorneys. The attorneys create legal works, of which the birth certificate is one. That's their baby. They have a copyright on it. So what I have to get in order to use that...
Copyright on this.
There is a copyright on the birth certificate. Would you like to know where it is?
No.
Well, I can show you where to go to actually see the copyright claim. Okay? It's at
What
the...
can I do to help you? What is the purpose of this call?
Sure. Vital Records owns the birth certificate, as you had earlier said. What I need to get from you in order to request and then use the birth certificate, the copy of the birth certificate that Vital Records owns, I have to get written permission to do that.
That's correct. It's called an application, a fee, and a sworn statement that it's notarized.
Okay, I'm going to ask you to think a little bit harder about that, because in order to apply for it, I have to use a legal name which Vital Records owns.
I'm telling you, these are the things that you have to have.
I can't do that.
An application completed, a sworn statement, and a fee for $25.
Did you not hear what I just said? In order to apply,
what I said.
in order to apply, I have to use copywritten names
Then I guess you
on the
don't
birth
want to
certificate. I need that permission from an attorney.